Graham, what's going on, fella?
How are you doing, man?
See, you're wearing the wrong t-shirt for this interview.
I am very much wearing the wrong t-shirt. Thank you for pointing that out.
You know, my man got very excited the first time she brought me to Captain America's restaurant there on the Graf Street. Is that still there?
Yeah, I think it is actually. Yeah. It's a nice place.
Steady place, yeah.
Captain America.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Enough about Captain America. Exactly.
Let's talk about TMNT, Out of the Shadows.
Yeah.
Yourself as Rocksteady, the hero.
The hero of the movie,
And
and the main center of the love story of the whole movie. The most intelligent character that has ever been portrayed in any movie at all. Rocksteady. That would probably be everything I just said. There is probably complete opposite of what Rocksteady is.
Yeah, because he is a very interesting character though, and you said that he was your favorite part of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Him and Bebop were my favorite part. Yeah, the most colorful and the most fun, and just the comedy relief for the whole thing.
And when you finally got to see him like come to life, what was that like? Getting to see him like, because it is you, and so you get to live a dream.
Yeah, well, the first time I got to see him was when Andrew Form gave me the role, and I was in New York City, and they had these lifestyle cutouts of what the characters would be, you know. So it was like looking up at it, like it was unbelievable, all the detail. I couldn't believe it. Like so, we weren't allowed to take any pictures. Everything was like hush hush and top secret. But when I started doing the CGI stuff, you know, they had like these. They actually had these models as well, like so they're used for eyeline or something like. So if they came in, the cameras would follow them in. It was just a weird way to have it, like as just for reference point. So they that perspective was great. But when I started doing the CGI or the voiceover stuff for the CGI, I started seeing it for the first time. I was blown away. It was unreal, and like finding these characters who like were a pivotal part of the cartoons that everyone loved and watched, were literally coming to the big screen finally. So it was a really cool moment.
And talking about Bebop as well, what was it like working with Gary Anthony's? Was there an immediate kind of like chemistry? Because you feel it throughout the entire film.
Yeah, Gary and me hit it off right away. Everyone's going, oh, the bromance with Gary and Sheamus. But yeah, it's hard not to like that fella. He's literally one of the coolest people I ever met. He's the funniest person. Like, even when we weren't shooting, like, when we were in the back, like, just chilling between sets or if they're moving cameras around or repositioning shots, he's just literally making jokes the whole time, and then if someone was there, like Megan Fox had a stand-in, whatever, one time, he goes, who's that? I said, oh, it's, you know, I don't know her, I haven't met her, I need to go talk to her, I need to find out. So I'll just chat to her, and why isn't she talking to me? So in that sense, he was very much like very social, you know. He's just one of the most social people I met. So if he sees someone, he'll talk to everybody, and he wants to know how they're doing and what's going on. And it's not nosy, it's just very much like, he got embarrassed, I said that in one of the interviews before, because he's like, I'm like, no, it's not nosy, he's just very, very friendly and just wants to get to know everybody, and just, you know, that's just the way he is. He's just on all the time, except when he overpays for tickets for baseball games, and then he gets really upset when he knows he's overpaid for money for baseball tickets. So that was funny.
And how many baseball games did you go to?
Just one.
Yeah, and what was it like?
It was long.
Yeah?
It's very long.
Was there at least beer?
Did you know that if a baseball game is tied at the end of the 9th inning or whatever it is, that it just keeps going, like forever. Forever, yeah. So I'd definitely bring a couple of DVDs or something with you if you're going to a baseball game.
And then most of your scenes are with Casey Jones, Stephen Amell, Brian T is Shredder.
Yeah.
Did you ever try to maybe prank Brian T, because he's so serious?
Yeah.
All of those scenes.
No, me and Gary would consistently try, like, especially that time we were in the back of the truck or we were like in the bar, like we literally tried to make him laugh. And like we crack ourselves up trying to make him laugh. But he was so good at the serious face. Like, he just, like, once it went on, he couldn't, but like a couple of times we almost had him. But literally, like, we cracked Brittany cry a couple of times, but like Brian was just like, Brian would just go, and we couldn't cry. We literally we started laughing ourselves trying to make him.
And what was it like working with Stephen Amell? Because it's basically a rivalry in the film between yourselves and Casey Jones, because he's kind of obsessed with capturing you two. Because we
because we escaped.
What was it like working with Stephen Amell?
Steve was great, man. Like, everyone else helped too. Like, you know, for the process for me, he was very helpful and gave me feedback and stuff. And people don't know, like, he's a huge WWE fan. And he's also he's also basically he does a lot of his own stunts. He's very physically fit, and he does a lot of like parkour stuff and jumping walls. And I was like talking about like, oh, you know, WWE superstar, we do this, coming off top. Like I showed a couple of scenes coming off the top, and then he just shows me this video of him there leaping, like climbing walls like Spider-Man, doing these all like 360 flips, jumping, spinning around. The what?
The salmon ladder, where he's like jumping up, like doing push-ups.
Yeah, he showed me that. Yeah, I would land on my arse if I did that, pretty much. Is that what it's called? A salmon ladder?
Salmon ladder. It's like if you watch Arrow, he does it like every season. It gets the ladies, you know. It's just basically him.
It gets the ladies. I will tell you this actually. One time he did come backstage. All the ladies nearly had a heart attack.
Oh, really?
It was like all the girls were like, oh my god, Stephen Amell's come backstage. Stephen Amell's come backstage. Was like, yeah, and then like they were just all falling over themselves when he came backstage. It was mad. I've never seen anything like it. For all the people we've had backstage, you know, I was gonna say Hugh Hefner, Jackman. There wasn't Hugh Hefner, wasn't there? Hugh Jackman and all everything there. That Steve Amell, they lost their mind. Yeah. They lost their mind. I'm not joking.
And that kind of predicated the fact.
Did you ever see the Father Ted episode where the one about the jumper here, man? Owen McLove. Yeah. All the grannies are trying to get into the house. That's exactly what it was like when Steve Amell came backstage.
Baking a cake with a jumper.
Except there weren't grannies. There were I wasn't going to bake him a cake, but probably if I did bake him a cake, I would have put a jumper in it.
And then did that predicate the whole thing of you want to fight him in? Is that true? You want to fight him in WWE?
I'd love to fight him in WWE. He's got a 1-0 record, and I think he beat Stardust. So I think I'd love to take him on if he's up for it. You know what I mean? The challenge is out there.
Yeah, and to be fair, like I know he'd be up for it. Like,
all you need to do is accept. There's a million pieces of red tape that would have to go through it, but it's out there.
Stardust got through it. You can get through it.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people, do you know you're not the first wrestler to be in those films? Kevin Nash was the Super Shredder. So some fans were asking me, what do you think of maybe a wrestling match between Bebop and Super Shredder?
A Rocksteady and Super Shredder?
Oh, Rocksteady.
Rocksteady would kick Super Shredder's arse. Yeah. How old is Super Shredder anyway now these days? Very old. 110 or something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, there's no competition there. The Rhino would definitely just mow over Super Shredder, but not Brian T. Brian T's a different animal.
That's true.
He's crafty.
Yeah. Well, Sheamus, thanks so much.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
You're leaving me?
Yes.
All right, cool. All right, Teddy.
All right, well, Sheamus, thanks so much.
Thanks very much. I really enjoyed it. Cheers. Thank you.